So this video is about the proper procedure for importing songs, any tracks that you're going to import into Myriad, and they have to be imported properly or they won't have the right level. If you follow this procedure, the system will try to top and tail the tracks to remove any silences that shouldn't be there. Okay, so the first thing you do is find the correct category, and this is pop, and I'm going to right click. Because these are pop songs, I'm going to right click and I'm going to come down to the import wizard. So I'll click on the import wizard and open it up. Once it's opened, I'm coming over here. Right, I've got some options up here. I can add files there, or I can add a folder there. Right. In this case, I'm going to go for a folder of files. Right, because I have a folder full of files that I want to import. So I'll click on that. If I double click it, it opens up a window looking for this window here, asking me to select the folder. So I'm going to come into the network because I do have a music folder here, and I'm going to go for 20 great love songs. So I'll select that folder. And it starts to import these songs. So here's a full list of songs here. Artist information, the duration of the songs, all that kind of stuff, it's all there. So I'm going to set the type as pop song, it's a song, and the category is pop. Right, now it's very important that you follow this procedure so that things are categorised properly. They can then be found on a search and stuff like that. So I then say next, and I go to the next screen. And at this point, I don't really need to do anything. I can leave this screen exactly as it is, and go to the screen after that. Now I want to search for duplicates. I'll just come back. Actually, I think I skipped a screen. I did, right? So I'll come back. So the following screen should have been this one, right? So normalise the audio files after import and change this. So this drop down menu, use peak normalisation. Okay, and leave that set at -1. So just change it to peak normalisation, then search for duplicates. Again, it skipped 2 screens there, right? So I'll just show you the 4 screens. Here's the first screen, there's the second screen where you select peak normalisation, there's the third screen, you don't need to do anything here. Here's the fourth screen, search for any duplicates that might already be on the system. And that's what it's doing right now, because there's no point in having lots and lots of duplicates, but we do have a lot of these tracks already on here. So what we'll do is we'll remove these because they already exist on the system, as you can see. Yep. So I'll just get through them. Right, and then we'll have a look at what's left. So we have one song that wasn't actually already on the system, but that's why it's important to do that, because we've just had lots and lots of duplicates there. So I'll say next, and it'll begin importing this one song. There's no point in having a system full of duplicates. It just clogs up the system, slows the system down when you're searching for a song and everything. So we only need one copy of each track. So it's importing the file right now, and it's automatically normalising the file so that it's at the proper level when it plays back. And I'll say finish, and then I'm just going to right click and I'm going to check the track. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to edit, and we'll have a look at what the track looks like. So the title's in the right place, the artist is in the right place. I can actually play a wee bit yet. So if I do that, it does look kind of like a big long quiet intro here. It does look quite a quiet track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it playing, and I'm going to boost it slightly. Now, the first thing I can do is I can come to the compressor. The compressor is set at the moment minus 10 decibels, 80% compression, 1 millisecond. That's good. And what that'll do is it'll reduce this level a wee bit, take some of these peaks down a wee bit. So the compressor will actually reduce the level, allowing us to increase the overall level after that. So as you can see, it's kind of narrowed down these peaks here and actually boosted this slightly. After the compressor, I'm going to go to normalization. So let's normalize the file. Again, leave it -1 and select remove any DC bias. OK that. And as you can see, it's beefed it up quite a bit, and that's made a significant difference. Yeah, so that's made a big difference. So I can save that now. Everything is pretty much as it should be. What I might want to do is just check the intro. So in this case, the dialogue's in straight away. So I don't need to set an intro. And it doesn't need an outro either. Okay, so I can just save that as is. If I go to close the window down, it'll ask me, do I want to save it? I'm just going to say yes. So that is how to ensure that any tracks that you're importing are properly normalised and ready to play on the system. They don't have any silences at the start, they don't have any silences at the end, which would leave your show just hanging. Okay, that's ready now to be played by your system in a radio show.